Hey you guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here, honey, and talk about the whole Chris Brown situation. Make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot, okay? Anyway, so what's going down with Chris Brown is this, honey.
Someone please call 911.
Yes, someone please call 911, okay? It went down at Chris Brown's house this morning. So what went down is I got up this morning and I seen Chris Brown was the #1 trending topic worldwide, okay? He was trending and Ray J was trending. I knew some shit had to have gone down, okay? So anyways, what went down is that basically in the midnight hours, there was a phone call about a gun being pulled out on a female and it happened at Chris Brown's house. So once the news media started talking about this, once he started trending, Chris Brown took to Instagram and he went the hell off. He was screaming, "Black Lives Matter" and "fuck the police." Yes, bitch. I'm like, okay, Chris Brown, all right, we see you on your NWA shit. Okay, boo. So after he took to Instagram, went on that tirade, when I tell you, honey, social media went crazy. Go ahead and check out his Instagram videos. Check this out right here and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary. All right, so after he went on that tirade, all of a sudden the LAPD and every damn news organization out here in LA ran out to Tarzana. They all literally went to Chris Brown's house. There were ghetto birds in the sky, AKA helicopters, honey, swarming over Chris Brown's house. It's almost like, what the hell is going on? I mean, they sent an entire SWAT team to this man's house. Chris Brown refused to come out. He said they could not come in until they got a search warrant. When I tell you the news has been out in front of this man's house live streaming since about 8 o'clock this morning, it's a hot damn mess. Even Swaggy P's ass, AKA Nick Young, AKA the person who broke Iggy Azalea's heart because he cheated on her, he took to his Instagram page and he basically asked Chris Brown to move up out the neighborhood. He said Chris Brown was bringing just way too much heat and way too much drama to his little nice suburban community. This video had me cracking up. Go ahead and check out what Swaggy P had to say and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Oh, Lord. Hey, man. Chris Brown, man. He got to move, man. Go on, get away from over here, please. You're making the block hot, buddy. You my friend and all. But she gotta go. Got SWAT teams and helicopters flying over my head. I'm thinking after me. You only have about 5 or 6 black people over here anyway. Well, you're gonna have to go farther up, man, because the way we looking, they gonna take me, you, they gonna cut us short. I don't want to get cut short from over here, man. They really only want 2 of us over here. Though. At this rate, you're gonna make it 1. So please. I like you, man. You're my dog. We go out, but you go out away from over here. Go. Now I love you, man, but peace.
All right, so you guys just saw Swaggy P's video, okay? So Swaggy P ended up trending after that, after his video went viral. And then shortly after that, Ray J, honey, you know Ray J always got something to say. Y'all got to add his 2 cents. Ray J is always involved in some damn drama, okay? Ray J then took to his Instagram page. He was just splashing tea, bitch, and telling folks his side of the story, honey. Go ahead and check out Ray J's Instagram video right here, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Yo, this Ray J. Check it out. I'm real upset about today. I'm not happy with how things are handled and how people can take a false story and blow it up into something way more than what it should be. You got just positive people around and you look outside and it's like a war zone for no reason. For somebody, what some stranger said about something that don't got nothing to do with nothing, and to react like that so fast without really knowing the facts and knowing what's up ain't cool. And you know, it's just not right. It shouldn't be like this. I support the homie Chris and I support the whole movement. I'm here. And again, man, this shit gotta change. Like, it can't be like this every time somebody yipping and yapping trying to get an extra buck. You know, it turns around and it's all bad on us. Ain't cool.
All right, so you guys just saw what Ray J had to say. And Ray J's basically saying that this is a situation that got blown out of proportion and folks are just trying to come up off of Chris Brown. This is sad. He stands by his fellow R&B brother, okay? But now, after Ray J's video came out, all of a sudden, some little white girl, honey, started trending on Twitter, and her name is Baylee Curan. And come to find out, she's a pageant winner, and she was also Miss California. I don't know if it was Miss California teen, grown woman, I don't know, honey. But she got all types of crowns and pageantry wins and all that bullshit. Anyhow, everybody found out that she was a 911 caller. She decided to do an interview with TMZ. If you guys have not heard her interview, you guys can click the link down below. Check it out. It's on my website. Y'all know I can't use none of TMZ's footage, honey, because they stay hating on my channel. So anyways, check out her interview and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. Damn, that tea was good, okay? So I know you guys checked out the interview. So shortly after that interview went viral, folks started going in on Baylee. They was attacking her, going off on her on social media. So she decided to go to Instagram and basically state the following. You know, she's basically saying that Chris Brown did pull a gun out on her, and if somebody put a gun to your head, what would you do? Go ahead and check out Baylee's video right here.
Do you all honestly think I wanted this and I caused this? If somebody put a gun to your head, what would you do? Call the police?
All right, so you guys just saw Baylee's Instagram video. So when I tell you this has been an unfolding saga all morning, honey, I've been here for it all morning. We just been sitting here sipping tea, watching all this fucking drama unfold. All the nonsense going on in LA right now. I'm sure about 4 people done got shot in Compton, but yet and still the LAPD is sending all their resources to Chris Brown's house. I mean, this shit makes no sense whatsoever. I know Chris Brown is salty as hell. The police are also saying that they found a gun on his premises. They're saying that Chris Brown tried to throw the gun out the window. He threw some drugs out the window. And the police are saying that they retrieved that off of his premises. But who's to say if it was Chris Brown who threw it out or if it was somebody else in his house? After having this long ass standoff, honey, I think it's been about, let's see, I don't have a watch, but maybe about 6 to 8 hours. Chris Brown finally emerged from his house about 5 minutes ago. And he's coming out of his house. All his entourage are coming out the house as well. They're finally coming out to talk to the police. This entire standoff has been a hot damn mess. But I'm definitely going to keep everybody up to date on all the drama and all the fuckery as it unfolds. A lot of folks want to know my opinion about this entire situation. A lot of people want to know what I thought about this. You know, first and foremost, I'm not surprised that Baylee looks the way she looks. Like I said on Twitter, she's blonde hair, blue-eyed, and she's a pageant queen. She's Miss, California. Of course, when she called 911, they had to send the damn SWAT team out there. You can't just sit there and, hold no damn, California pageant winner hostage and put a gun to her head, bitch, and think everything's gonna end up okay? So no, I'm not shocked at all that they sent all the fucking resources in LA over her damn 911 call. My thing is this, I think Chris Brown needs to really reevaluate who all he has in his entourage, because if he's inviting certain people over to his house and they're bringing other uninvited guests, I'm gonna have to give that person that I invited the side eye, okay? Chris Brown needs to realize that, one, he's a black male, he's a celebrity, and ever since that 2009 incident with Rihanna, he's had a huge target on his back, okay? He needs to acknowledge that. Even now, in 2016, the news media is still bringing up the fact that him and Rihanna had that altercation so many years ago. They're still talking about that.
Brown had been staying fairly under the radar after the Rihanna incident in 2009. He was sentenced to 5 years of probation because of his domestic violence.
While I'm not a huge Chris Brown stan, and while I don't condone any of his past behaviors and the stupid shit that he does on social media, I still do feel bad for him, because from what people are saying, this Baylee chick is also cool with Chris Brown's baby's mother. So for all we know, it could have been a setup. And again, a lot of these black celebrities, they have these targets on their back and they're not being smart. They're finding themselves in foolish situations. There's no reason that if something went down and he didn't want this girl in his house, then he should have called the police on her ass. You know what I'm saying? Him taking matters into his own hands, if this is what truly happened, just make the situation a whole lot worse. Then she also said that after they pulled out the gun on her, they tried to make her sign an NDA, which to me just sounded crazy as hell. If they done did all that to you, why the fuck would you sign an NDA? What would be the purpose of them handing you an NDA? So, you know, some of her story kind of sounds far-fetched. Again, when you put yourself in certain situations and you surround yourself with attention whores and people who want to be E-famous and people who want to be viral, these are some of the things that can happen. So again, like I always say, Chris Brown needs to cut his grass, get rid of all the snakes, get rid of all the dead weight. He needs to reevaluate his entourage and figure out why they keep inviting uninvited people to his home. Because she even said that some other girls have been kicked out an hour before she got kicked out. So obviously his entourage are steadily bringing girls over that he don't want in his house. So the whole situation is a hot damn mess. For all this to go down behind some jury, to me makes no sense whatsoever. It's gonna be very interesting to see how all this plays out. At the end of the day, like I said, Chris Brown needs to clean out his house and stop allowing people to make a payday off of him, because that's what this girl is doing. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if she's a victim, but why didn't she stay anonymous? Why did she feel the need to run the TMZ and then tell her side of the story? So to me, she's being just as messy, and she's also being an attention whore as well. Hey you guys, so this is an update. As you guys all know, I had to leave LA today. I had to get back to Minneapolis to get the kids registered for school, and you know, tomorrow is the open house for their schools and stuff like that. So my babies come first, honey. So yes, I had to leave LA, leave everything I was doing. Wasn't able to upload the Chris Brown video, but I told you guys once I got off the airplane, once I got situated at my mama's house, I was gonna go ahead and give y'all the update and finish up the video. Right now it is 2:15 a.m. and yes, honey, I'm on it, okay? So, like I said before, this is the update. After I made that video while I was on the plane before my damn plane flew off from LAX, people was tweeting me and let me know that Chris Brown had indeed been arrested. Just like I told y'all on Twitter. Y'all try to come for me, but like I told y'all on Twitter, I said, oh, the girl's blonde hair and blue-eyed? It's a wrap because she's spilling the tea. And I knew at that point in time, because of her going to TMZ, because of everything, you know, it's her word versus his, I knew Chris Brown would be arrested, and indeed he was. So he had been sitting in jail for a few hours while I was on the plane. He was sitting in jail. Twitter started up a hashtag called Free Breezy, and a lot of folks were going in on Baylee Curan. She was receiving a lot of death threats, people cussing her out on social media. She eventually made her page private, but the crazy thing is, in her bio, it says, former Miss California, yes, Chris threatened me. So she even changed her bio. To me, I can't really say that these are the actions of a victim. And then I also saw the newest video that she did with TMZ. And this time she's on video talking to TMZ as well. So I want you guys to go ahead and watch this news clip. Watch them talk about Chris Brown's arrest and watch how they bring up the whole Rihanna incident back in 2009. Check this out and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Brown was taken from his home and is now in the process of getting booked downtown. Now, the alleged victim says she was hanging out with Brown and some others when he flipped out and threatened her over jewelry.
I saw the diamond cross necklace, and of course I'm gonna admire it. I did not pick it up, I did not try to take it, and then that's when Chris kind of went off and said, what did I tell you, girls?
Singer Chris Brown in jail again, facing charges of assault with a deadly weapon. He was arrested after a woman called 911 for help outside his Tarzana home around 3 a.m. Tuesday and accused Brown of pointing a gun at her. Baylee Curan told TMZ Live her side of the story.
And he pulled out the gun and he said, get the F out of here, and threatened me with it, and that's when I just left.
Police served a search warrant at Brown's home, and for hours, LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division sweep the property.
He will be booked at Metropolitan Detention Center. From there, his bail will be set, and whatever he has worked out with his attorney as far as a bailout can then be processed.
Sky 5 captured images of Brown with his attorney Mark Garagos cooperating with authorities. However, before the search warrant was served, Brown wouldn't answer the door when police came knocking. Instead, he took to Instagram to post this rant, accusing police and the media of making him out to be a villain.
When you get the warrant or whatever you need to do, you're going to walk right up in here and you're going to see nothing, you idiots. I'm tired of dealing with y'all. Y'all the worst gang in the world, the police. And I said it. You.
Police say there were roughly half a dozen people at Brown's home who have been interviewed. Several were seen walking out of the property.
All right, man, on my face, man.
When asked about the claims, one man said they were all asleep.
What are you doing there? Sleep.
Singer Ray J was reportedly at the home as well. He posted a message on social media in support of Brown and called the allegations false.
Can't be like this every time somebody yipping and yapping trying to get an extra buck. You know, it turns around and it's all bad on us.
Brown has a history of abuse. He was put on probation for 5 years in 2009 after pleading guilty to felony assault of his then-girlfriend Rihanna. And because of that, Brown is not legally allowed to possess a firearm in California. And police still haven't said if they found a gun on property. Live in Tarzana, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
All right, so you guys just saw that news clip. So I want to go ahead and shout out everybody that's been keeping me up to date. And as of 10 minutes ago, one of my followers on Twitter sent me a message showing what Mark Garagos had posted on Twitter. Mark Garagos is saying that Chris Brown is now free. He wrote on Twitter just 15 minutes ago, it says, "Thanks to everyone for their support and well wishes. Chris is out and well. The allegations against him are demonstrably false. Hashtag Team Breezy." Okay, so Chris Brown is officially out, and now it's starting to trend on Twitter as well. Folks are celebrating, they're dancing, they're two-stepping, they are happy to have their boy back. This whole situation is a hot mess, but like I said before, Chris Brown really needs to clean up house. He needs to get rid of all these snakes. He needs to make his number one priority his daughter, okay? All this partying and having girls come in and out and all these friends, it's not worth it, because this man has such a bad rap that anybody can say anything and automatically the police, the media, they're going to jump on it just because it's Chris Brown. He's been arrested so many times. He's had so many incidences. I really hope that this is a wake-up call for him. As far as the girl Baylee, I'm not really buying her story. Like I said, to me, she does not come off as a victim or somebody who was victimized. She comes off to me like an attention whore. Like I said, how do you call TMZ before you even call 911? Why are you so quick to have your face out there in the media and doing all these interviews and everything else if you're really a victim, especially when you know how social media gets down? As soon as they know who that person is, you know, the fans, they go off and they attack and they send threats and everything else. So why put yourself through that unnecessarily? So I really feel like this girl is doing this for attention. But again, Chris Brown needs to wake up and realize that everyone that he has in his camp is not his friend. Because if they were really his friends, they would not be inviting random girls to the house that he doesn't know. None of these people pay the mortgage on that house. None of these people pay the bills, keep the lights on, put food in the refrigerator. So they have no right to bring anybody to your home without your permission. You know, so this whole situation is crazy. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. But right now he is being charged with felony assault of a deadly weapon. So these are some serious charges. And just because he's out of jail right now does not mean that he may not be found guilty in a court of law and have to do prison time. You know, you never know. Yes, he's famous. Yes, he has money. You know, he may get off, but you never know. You know, this whole situation is just insane. All right, you guys, make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is even piping hot. Now, I told y'all I never had a good feeling about this damn ditzy blonde. Now TMZ is reporting that back in 2013, Mrs. Baylee Curan, basically she's wanted for an investigation that's been going on since 2013. They're saying that Baylee was vacationing with a few friends at a plaza back in 2013 when they began arguing in the hotel. According to the police documents, Baylee snatched a $1,000 Louis Vuitton purse from one of the girls and ran out the hotel. The purse also contained $200 in cash, as well as credit cards and a Michael Kors wallet. Security chased Baylee, who allegedly dropped the purse, but somehow fled with the contents. By the time the cops arrived, Baylee was long gone. There's been a warrant of sorts for her ever since then. So TMZ ended up reaching out to her and her reps are telling TMZ that she had no idea that New York City cops wanted her for questioning, and she also claims that her friend was the thief, not her. So this is the latest news on Mrs. California, Baylee Curan. So it's starting to look like she's really, really shady and that she may really be in this just to simply get famous and just to get Chris Brown in trouble. So it's going to be even more interesting to see how all this plays out. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation concerning Chris Brown. It has been a long, trying day. Like I said, I've been sipping tea and covering this story since about 8 o'clock this morning. It is now 2:20 a.m. Midwestern time, and this shit is still cracking, okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.